Nice. All right. Let us. Where is. All right, there's the portrait of you. Nice. All right. Welcome in when you all get in. Yeah, we are in. Welcome in. Thank you all for joining. Um, this is a donation stream to help me run fundings for the rent for the apartment and also for projects for the future. Um, just a Q&A, whether it's tarot questions, questions about spirituality, or just anything of that nature that you are curious on or needing advice, help with. However, feel free. The donation ways are on the screen, and if you don't have those methods, you can always donate through the YouTube. But regardless, we are here, and I am ready. Thank you for the donation. Also, if you do use the Venmo, Cash App, Chime, or Wise, and it's for a tarot question or any other question, make sure that you do let me know in the chat what the question is, because I won't be able to read or see the question in the preview of the donation thing, unfortunately. And if you do donate through those as well, if your name doesn't match your username, just tell me where you donated. You don't have to tell me the amount. Just tell me where you donated, and I'll be able to match up. You don't have to ask a question either. If you donate, you can just donate to donate. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of when I was in the shower, if no questions are coming through, I did have a few things pop up when I was in the shower. I was really my guides were putting on me the fact of, I mean, it's in retrospect, it is obvious, but when you're in the whirlpool of it, it's not so obvious. But the fact of healing not being a linear thing, um, especially when you feel like you're in a loop. Like sometimes you end up going through or seeing videos or resonating with stuff that you thought that you healed from like last year or years ago, that you're suffering through again, or just resonating with those same types of videos again. And it's not because you're dealing with with a person or a place or a thing. A lot of times you're just dealing with yourself. You yourself are back in that same energy, and it's because you never really escape it. You just find new ways to overcome it. So, with the relationship, like let's say you're picking up on like the same relationship stuff as you did when you were in a relationship, but when now it's the relationship between you and yourself. And it's the easiest part, but yet the hardest part of healing. It's only hard because you have to realize it and accept it and actualize it. It's easy because it's yourself. So it's also hard because it's yourself as well. You don't really want to tell yourself like, "Oh, I've been lying to myself about this or that," or you don't really want to seem like you're in the same issues that you and someone else were with. But all your issues root from you, um, always. So even if it's someone else, doing something, it's because something inside of you allowed it or opened that door or that window for it to go through. So it's just important to remember that it's not a linear thing, and if you are going through like, oh, this you're picking up on stuff, like a lot of people on readings, even I'll see them, they're like, oh, you're picking up on this and I was in this last year, I'm not in this energy anymore, you need to leave it. You're talking to yourself by when you say you need to leave it, because what you're not realizing and actualizing is you're stuck in the energy still. And instead of it being you and someone else, it's now you and yourself that are stuck in the energy. And you just have to give yourself that grace and be like, well, yeah, this is what I'm going through with myself, at least seeing it deeper than that. A lot of people get stuck on blaming other people or seeing it as another person because they haven't took a look in that mirror or they spent too long looking in the mirror. Um, Either way, it's just important to keep that in mind because the whole sphere of healing is all about you. Every bit of it's about you. You can't really avoid or uh, manipulate the aspect of self. It's very impossible to. Because if you manipulate yourself, you're not really doing anything except for really morphing yourself away from it rather than changing or deriving an aspect of self further or closer. My water is still back there, isn't it? I need to get my water. If I'm going to be doing this, I need my water. I always forget my water. Always, always, always. Always, always, always. Pinch myself. But yeah, welcome in. And also, if you do want to join the healing classes or the tarot classes, let me know by email, and I will get you all settled out with that. Hydration indeed. It's always a good idea to get hydration. Always, always. I am just, I don't know. I've been yawning for the past 3 days nonstop, and it's not even me being tired. It's just releasing a bunch of pessimism and a bunch of BS that I don't need in my system, which I'm glad to do. You know, that's not me complaining about it. That's a great thing. Awesome thing. It's just bizarre how often it's happening. Where did it's over there? Damn. I'll get it later. I'll get it when I feel like I need it. I don't necessarily need it now. But yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything, let me know. And we'll have a quick discussion about it. Not many people, especially in the spiritual community, it's really fucking hilarious about the spiritual community. They want to talk about, oh, you need to have, knowledge on this and that, but they don't really ever have an open space where you can just ask questions and talk, which is kind of contradicting what they're wanting or what they're trying to do or what they assume what they're doing or what's important. It's very awkward. Goodness. I'm I'm telling you, man. These yawns are gonna get stronger and stronger. I can feel it. I can really feel it. Oh, oh. Thank you, Ian, for that. I don't hear a noise, but I definitely get vibration at least. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to think what what another random rebel is. Should I be resting more or taking more action? Let me find out, Ian. Your father guide Ian. What's going on with this? What is going on? Does Ian need to rest more? So, Two of Cups upright, Seven of Swords inverted, Seven of Wands upright, Page of Wands upright, Lovers inverted. Definitely needing to rest. Resting more is the way to go, but this rest is not a passive rest where you're just taking time off. It's a resting like a meditative rest. Not saying that you need to meditate, but with the Two of Cups and the Seven of Swords inverted, it's saying that when you do end up connecting to yourself, it almost puts you in a daze or things become overwhelming. That Seven of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Lovers. Well, the Seven of Wands upright, the Page of Cups is your answer. Needing to be at a rest. These ideas are there to kind of stall you, or the function of these thoughts are coming up is to stall you for sure. But with the Page of Cups, you're needing to really pay attention to them because they hold a higher wisdom, or they hide not hide, they could be hiding, but it holds the answer that you're needing. So in this sort of rest, take notes, maybe even journal about certain things that are popping up in your mind, like, oh yeah, today I was really stuck on this thought, or this repeating thought kept coming up, or I kept feeling this or feeling that. And that's going to show you with the Lovers inverted what's causing you this disconnect, or what's causing, for lack of better terms, the evil twin inside of you, because it's Gemini inverted, in their control. So it's just going to show you what's been causing that disillusion or that confusion. So, resting at this time is what you need to do, but don't be afraid to take notes and to delve a bit deeper. Even if it's just like, even if it's just like paying attention to what you feel is urgent. Why do I feel like this is urgent? Just being in a more observant mood. That's what's needing to be focused on right now. That's the greatest aspect. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. If you are needing a card pull, it is a donation to either one of the Venmo, Cash App, Chime, or Wise, or to the YouTube stream. So if you are needing a card pull, it's just a donation of any amount. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or 100,000 million dollars. A donation is simply a donation for this. So if you're looking for a question, be sure to do that. I'll be able to see the YouTube donations appear, and the ones that are sent through any other means, I'll have my phones next to me to see. I feel that, Ian. I struggle with that a lot, or I used to struggle with that a lot, really. Um, and what I found to really help me out is when I'm resting, sometimes I end up having to exhaust myself in that rest. So instead of working on something important, I'll play a game until my brain hurts, or I will start doing chores or something just not on the topic of what I'm needing to do. And then that allows me to rest. Because it's a form of procrastination. Procrastination isn't just done for working, it's done for resting, it's done for whenever you need to do things. It's just a stalling matter. So when you procrastinate from wanting to, from wanting to relax, it pushes you into like an auto work mode. So paying attention to that's really gonna help you out at this time. Just like do other things. Get lost in things that at least allow you to have some form of fun or detachment from what you're needing to rest from. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest advice that I can give you. That's just from personal experience, though. I don't know how well that all would work, but from my aspect of it and what I've, how I've moved, that's what's helped me out a lot. Sent on Venmo. All right, I got you. What is your question? Authentic. Cause I got the email. Well, I got the email. It sent the notification through email. Is what I meant. Which is. Hold on. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, the donation links are up on the screen. The Venmo, Cash App, Chime, and Wise. Those are the other donation methods. Oh, I gotta put in a code. But yeah, let me know what your question is, Authentic Spark, and I will get to the answer. What? New device? This is not a new device. This is the same device. What are you talking about? That is bizarro. Okay. Awesome. That's the first time I had her. No, you're good, Elizabeth. It's all right. It'd be okay. But if anyone else has donated, please let me know so I can get to it. What is going on with that? And I'm still waiting on the question from Authentic Spark as well. I'm wondering if you can channel. It's an A. Yeah, I can do that. I just need to know like what the question is because I don't that doesn't really give me a question. That just gives me the scenario. And Katie, what is your question as well? But I can definitely do that for you, Authentic. There's no worries. Hmm. Okay. So Authentic Spark, you have the Five of Swords inverted, the Five of Pentacles upright, the King of Swords inverted, the Three of Cups upright, the Ace of Swords upright, the Moon inverted, and the Eight of Cups upright. Um, this tells me with the Five of Swords inverted, there was something or some form of thought or some form of plan in the past that you didn't take advantage of, and with the Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords, you've been moving forward with this mental weight of some form of distraction. It would be you already have the crowning thought with the Ace of Swords to Moon inverted. You already know what to do. You're not being confused. It's the Eight of Cups that pops up that's telling you to walk away. So it's best for you. And with the two eclipses, it's best for you to move forward as is. There doesn't need to be a continued path for more self-destruction. That would be that King of Swords inverted energy coming through. Things might be a little bit strugglish moving forward with that Five of Pentacles, but you do know of how to move forward without a distraction, that Three of Cups. So I would just continue to move forward. I would walk away from any need of going through any more distractions or any more mental turmoil. Um, that's what I would do. Because if you were to keep walking down the path of the King of Swords inverted instead of walking away with this Eight of Cups upright, you would bring yourself into a tower moment. And that's not necessarily something that you need. You have the Three of Swords inverted. What you're needing to do right now is when you move forward, or when to avoid this sort of tower moment, is to remove the emotional bereavement from your mind. We all make mistakes and we all slip up. And even if this was something that was costly, you can always reform yourself from it in the aftermath rather than allowing yourself to get squashed by everything. Part of learning the lesson is being able to pick yourself back up and keep moving forward strongly. Part of not learning the lesson would be to keep getting beat up over it until you gain the strength to move forward. So just allow this to be like a turning pivotal point to be able to walk forward or walk away from needing that tower. Because it's definitely not needed. But Katie, what is your question? And Elizabeth, whenever you donate, let me know where you donated to, and I will get to you as well. What should you be focusing on or doing for your highest good? What should Katie be focusing on? Alright, so King of Wands inverted, Temperance upright, Eight of Wands upright, Knight of Pentacles upright. So Katie, what you need to be focusing on is bringing more balance to your forward movements with the Knight of Pentacles, excuse me. This is something that's going to be a long time in the run. Like, you're going to need to figure out some form of, I want to say some form of plan, but it doesn't feel like a plan. With the Knight of Pentacles, it is something that's already been established, something that's moving forward. Just finding more balance in what you're already doing, as it is going to result in a bountiful harvest for you. But the Eight of Wands upright is also saying that you need to pay attention to the messages around you. Though you are moving, it is the time to keep that momentum. If it feels like you're about to run low on momentum, it's because of this King of Wands inverted. You not get receiving the right ideas. Maybe you're getting feelings of doubt, or should I do this? Should I do that? I wouldn't worry too much about that. Bring more balance. As long as you know that you have this fuel inside of you, this passion to move forward, it is always going to be best to move forward. Um, so keep moving forward with that passion that you have. It is something that's going to be you're receiving on the physical. The Knight of Pentacles coming out. This is saying that you're at those final stages into it. And the Eight of Wands behind the Knight of Pentacles is saying that it's going to come at a moderate pace. So keep a good pace at what you're doing. Don't overdo it and don't slack off on it. If you take one day off, make sure you spend another day focusing on it and building upon it. Whatever you're doing. But you need to be focusing on building at this moment, building with for balance, and being more on the ball with things. Seeing the things around you that are creating these like pessimistic ideas of, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, and bringing more balance into your life by erasing them so that you can move forward. That's what you're needing to be focused on at this time. That would be the best route. That would be the best thing for you to do at this moment. Mm-hmm. No worries. No worries. Mm. Gonna hang now. That's always fun. Why is this page so bright? My lord. There we go. That fixed it, but also made it worse. Oh my lord. I can't unfortunately read the Venmo donations. Um, you'd have to either send it to my email or send it in here. So if you did send another for Venmo, you could email me the question and I could look at it through there. Um, other than that, yeah, that's part of the test on the physical, Ian. You know, you wanting to rest, you needing to rest. A lot of people are start coming up to you and be like, "Oh, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I need this. I need that." And it's up to you to really see, like, do I need to rest or do I still have fuel for other people? And if you still have fuel for other people, that's awesome. But it's also important to know, like, do or is helping these other people or is putting my time in these other places benefiting me in any sort of way, or is it draining me more or causing me more exhaustion, you know? So even though like it does pop up, it's not necessarily like, oh, I have to drop everything and help these people out and do these things. It's more of, should I really be taking a rest at this moment? Or should I truly be helping someone? And don't let yourself slip yourself up. A lot of times you'll listen to an old cycle self and it's like, oh yeah, you should totally my brain just had a whole fart. Excuse me. You sometimes you'll fall back into an old cycle of self and be like, oh yeah, you should totally, go help these, go help them and blah blah blah. But again, like that's an aspect of yourself that you're used to. You know, the brain is a muscle. You train it, and in times of rest, if you end up helping a bunch of people before you rest, you've trained your brain to put other people in front of you and keep doing that when that's not what you need to do. You need to make sure that you're afloat first before you help other people. So that struggle comes from rewiring that neural pathway in your brain so that you don't continuously go down that same cycle, or go down that same path. You know, that's something that I go through a lot, and it is a really big issue. You know, you have to learn how to give yourself the same attention and same love that you give other people in their times, because when you're in a time of need, who's really there to support you or benefit, you, for you to reap some form of benefit from? And you don't really have many people like that, or you might not have that many. I don't want to say you don't, but you might not have that many people like that around you. So it's important for you to be that stature for yourself so that your brain is less, your whole nerve system actually, or your vagus system is less apt to disagree when those people come in for you, due to it being like a foreign act or a foreign energy. So paying attention to that is a huge thing as well, because you don't want to just train your brain to do one thing, which would be like to keep, putting those people in front of you, keep helping. And again, it does show a good character trait, but it also shows a toxic character trait of not really putting yourself before anything and allowing other people, other places, other things to be deemed more important than you, or deemed more worthy of that like focal point. What is going on with that? Sorry, my computer just opened up something random. I don't know why. I mean, I know why I accidentally clicked it, but I don't know what it was doing. Well, that happens to me a lot. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna rest, and then someone will like, um, someone will be like, oh, I need you to do this. Or one of my friends will be like, oh, I need you to play a game with me or something. And it's like, I could, but it's like, do I even really have the energy to do that? Or do I not have the energy to do that? Do I really want to do it, or am I putting someone or something above me that doesn't really benefit me in any way, shape, or form? You're all good. I got the email and the donation. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that for you though. Okay. So let me keep this up real quick. So first we have the Nine of Cups going, it's crossing, and it's tilting a lot. Hold on, let me get more cards though, because it is tilted. And the weight is like almost even on both sides. That's how it's feeling. The Nine of Wands, the Sun, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Wands inverted in the World. So the energy right now is very finicky with what your question is. I'm not gonna say it out loud just because I assume that you want it to be confidential. So I will make it as confidential as possible. It is very finicky. The way the Knight of Cups was out is it's very yes and no. It's a wish granted, but also a wish that's not feeling the best. With the Nine of Wands and the Sun upright, that's kind of how you're feeling. That the whole circumstance is very shaky. Very much of a big headache. Um, but yeah, it's almost like the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. It is saying that things have established, things are established, but nothing has yet taken action. Things will take action, but will be very slow. The energy feels like it's like building up to something that's gonna lead to a new cycle. The King of Wands inverted, the World upright, the Queen of Swords upright, and the Five of Pentacles upright. It is giving like someone has sour ideas or someone is just not very pure inside themselves right now, not meaning in like a bad way, just very confused, very scared, very skittish at this point. With the Queen of Swords in the World and the Five of Pentacles, and there's something popping below the Five of Pentacles. It's the Knight of something. The Knight of Cups. I was feeling that. Yeah, the Knight of Cups inverted. Moving forward, sort of talking about what has caused a Knight of Cups inverted. in this would be something good to do. It is sort of saying to just communicate about what's going on, or at least get down to a better pool so that you know how to move forward with the world. Because the high priestess inverted, there's not enough information on either side to kind of make an exact decision. Um, yeah. So right now you're just, if you did take a conversation though, if you were going to talk about this, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, excuse me, inverted, the World upright, and the Ace of Wands upright come out. And that's just saying that you will see and you will have your idea of how you need to move after that conversation's had. So I would move forward. I would express how you truly feel and leave room for the other side to express how they're feeling as well, so that an actual like conclusion can come into reach. That's what's needing to be done at this time. It is kind of shaky. It is rocky, and it's because of like a bad idea or a bad internal state that's happening, just like an imbalanced internal state, I should say. Instead of saying bad because it sounds very harsh, I'll say imbalanced internal state that's happening at this time. So focus on that and allow that to nurture you through this time. Having that conversation is definitely going to be something that is going to, benefit you. It's going to be something that benefits the entire situation or circumstance, because it's going to give like an actual answer. It's going to give you all of what you need to know how to move. And it's more about keeping your cool. I'm not saying anything's going to get bad, but with the Queen of Swords upright, you do hold that sort of mental power or the power of the tongue in that sense, where you are just going to be nurturing the whole thought aspect, or it's going to be, the conversation is going to be able to nurture both your mind and this other party's mind as well, to get where you both need to be, or at least are wanting to be. um I wouldn't just walk away, um because I feel like these two things are connected. So don't walk away and accept that tower when it's not needed. Definitely like talk about this or have this conversation, because it's gonna fill in a lot of gaps. Um and then it's gonna give you a better footing to walk forward. That's what I'm getting heavily. That is what I'm getting heavily. Oh goodness. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from that fully. It doesn't feel bad. It's just very skittish, if that makes sense. Very scattered, but it's just due to a lack of full knowing. That's what's causing all that scattered energy, that skittishness. Skittishness, is that the correct way of saying that? I think so. I think so. All good, authentic. Thank you for stopping by. Truly. Dude, this eclipse is, it's not even wearing me out. It's literally like, dude, it has like detoxed me. I'm still like detoxing. I'm still detoxing. Okay, well, I will get that. Thank you for liking the backdrop, man. I swear, honestly, having the green light and having the UV purple light that's not even on right now. It's just a green light. That's been helping my skin a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been helping my skin out so much. Like, I need another green light so I can put it up there, and that light fix. And then there's another light fix there. I'm gonna get a purple light, and I'm just gonna fuck it up. I'm probably gonna put a purple one there, and then the green up front there. Do something like that. Yeah, there's a lot. There is a lot going on in the astro, dude. Because there is a whole lineup happening during the eclipse. They don't think anyone even realized that either. A whole like slew of planets were all in like conjunction, and then the eclipse happened. I fell asleep during the eclipse. I'm not even gonna lie. I went outside before the eclipse. I went inside. People pulled up outside the house to watch the eclipse. Apparently, it was in my backyard, and I went to sleep. I said, "Fuck this. It's too much." I had more in me than I thought I had to get rid of. I was like, No, that's for my computer. That purple light's coming from my computer. The purple light I put over there. Here, hold up. Hold up. Just because you said that, I'm gonna go turn it on now. Just because you said that. Wrong light. Only because you said that. I stepped on my trash can. How the hell do I step on my trash can and not in it though? Anyway, see now you got the purple light. Yeah. The purple light flashing is literally from my computer. So it's actually a UV light though. It's not really purple, it's UV. So uh that's the cool part. I'd rather have a UV light than a purple light. Oh Lord. Nice. Just more yawns. But I'm gonna be up for a while. I know I am. I'm not. I haven't been going to sleep until like 3 or 4. Usually I'll fall asleep. If I fall asleep early, I wake up exactly at 2, and I'm like wide awake, and I'm like, well, not much I can do. Yeah, dude. I'm not looking forward to the full moon because if this new moon has me this like out of it, that full moon's gonna have me hyper. Like hyper as a motherfucker, and I'm not ready to deal with that right now. I don't know. It's too much of that energy, dog. I'm alright. I don't need it. It's way too much. It just puts me to sleep. It either puts me to sleep or it makes me very hyper productive. Either way, it's fine. I just don't like it flip floppy. I just don't want it to be flip floppy. That's the main thing. Alrighty. Well, it was nice seeing you, Lucy. Thank you for stopping by. Oh my lord. Ah, Jesus. I don't know what I'm purging, but it's getting gone for real. It is getting gone for real. That's all I know. This just bothers me. There's cannibalism on there. I'm getting more ginger. I'm getting one of my ginger chews. I'm not even joking. I don't even. I'm not even joking. There's just straight up cannibalism. Like, why is he eating ginger? He's literally a ginger man. Eating ginger. That's just straight up cannibalism. That's kind of fucks me up a little bit, but it's not in like a major way. It's just like, damn. Y'all really thought that that was like good advertising? Just eating himself. Whatever. Or I don't care. Mm-hmm. It happens to me every time. It happens to me every time. Because it's like I'm wore out, but I don't sleep. I'm just like in a laxed mood. And then if I do get hyper, I don't sleep because I'm hyper. So I'm in this state where it's just very retrospective and I just can't sleep. Like all I do anymore is just listen to like smooth jazz in the background and fucking think. I like that's it. Listen to old jazz and sit in contemplation and well pro complexion and retrospection. That's all. That's all I do anymore. That be all. Mm-mm-mm. Cool. Sorry. I'm trying to read. I gotta squint. Nah, daylight savings and stuff is just a scam, but time is relatively getting quicker. That is something that is happening. It happens whenever the Earth contracts, expands, and the Earth is doing a little bit more expansion than contraction, so the time. No, it's doing more contraction than expansion, so time is speeding up. So, because the whole daylight saving time was literally just like a capitalist scam to keep people to work longer. That was all. That's literally it. So, oh, happy early birthday. You don't have to show up for the healing class tomorrow if you don't want to, since it's your birthday. I mean, look it up. It's literally has a patent. Wow, you can't really. All it is the tilt of Earth changing a little bit. You know, it's just I don't know, man. Humans have found every way to capitalize upon this fucking planet. It is just bizarre. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I think it's stupid. But luckily, they're all going to burn up in a gigantic flame because they can't handle the sun, and those bunkers are not going to help them. So, yay. I'll leave it at that. I'm going to leave it just like that, too. That's all right. If you don't, it's perfectly fine. We keep the recordings up for people. Did I even upload? That reminds me. Did I even upload the healing class for the 13th? I did not. I did not. I didn't even do the one for the 11th either. Bro. Oh my god. That literally just reminded me. If that don't, I'm always doing something. So my brain does not work all the time. Cause I'm always fucking around doing some dog shit, dude. Not dog shit. I'm always just doing something, bro. It's like bizarre. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that, Ian. I really do. I've been put to the test for what I can manage, and luckily, I have not hit my limit. What the hell? But it's really hard to keep up with stuff, dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I almost forgot about doing. I set an alarm for this stream. I almost forgot about it. I took a shower. I was just sitting here, and I was like, I think I'm supposed to do something. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be live right now. So there's that for you. It's just human error. It's okay. Oh, but that was a question mark. That's the number 9. Awesome. Well, uh, I mean, relative. 9 is a question mark, so yeah. Okay. What is going on? That's fucking crazy. I need to not look at that. That was wild. I don't even know why I had to look at that notification. I'm never looking at notifications ever again. Holy. But yeah. I don't even know if Elizabeth even donated yet or not, or if they were going to. I just know they asked that question and that was the end of it. Oh, so well, don't worry about it. I just say stuff out loud sometimes. My inside thoughts blurt out, and they should not. It's my friend. Just the group chat I'm in being a weird group chat. I'll keep it like that. I'll keep it real. I'll say that. Oh my lord. Another one, dude. For every yawn I do, take a sip of water. They make that a challenge or something. You might get water poisoning. Don't do that. Do it before you get water poisoning. Then when you feel like you're getting water poisoning, stop. How about that? Mm. I need to upload another tarot video for my classes. That's what I'm meaning to do. Where did well where the fuck did it go? I need it. I need to blow my nose is what I need to do. So hold on. There we go. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we're hanging now too. It's always fun. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, whether they require tarot or just a deep discussion, feel free to donate to those methods above or to the YouTube chat. We are doing fundraising streams for future projects and also for just for help for rent. Because we always know how fun that is. Honestly, when I get these projects rolled out or when I get the funding for those projects, the rent's not going to be even an issue. But it's just about getting these getting the funding. Hmm. Yeah, that's why I've been thinking about wearing shades. You can. A lot of people think that they know me from somewhere because of my eyes. And it's not necessarily to hide my eyes, but everyone always has something to say about them. And it's like, I don't think I need to be showing everyone my eyes at all times. Maybe they should be hidden sometimes. Because, uh, yeah, fun. I've stared into my eyes for too long before. It's a thing. It is a thing. Hold on. What? Okay. What are you talking about? That explains that explains a lot. That explains almost too much. And I don't know why I wasn't given an alert for that. But that is absolute dog shit. Problem solved. That's so weird. Okay, good. I'm glad that they did. I'm happy. I forgot. I have to manually do that. I have to wait for them to finish uploading, and then I get sent the message. And then after I get sent the message, I have to download it and then upload it again. So it's like a whole like, why do I gotta do all these dumb steps? Why can't I just post it in there? I never realized how much it was gonna take. So whenever the healing classes are over, I got a lot of files to delete. I got a lot of files to delete. Mm. Mm. I should, but it doesn't take up that much space. I mean, I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade this computer at some point anyway. Right now, it's fine. It has been fine for 5 years, actually. But I definitely do at some point need to add another hard drive to it. I think I need to get a new motherboard or something too. I think that I don't know. It's fine. The only thing that needs to be fixed on it is the storage, which is kind of weird. It's been like basically perfect for 5 years. Dude, I gave up on organizing this thing a long time ago. It would take me literal months to organize this. Literally months. I'm talking like 5 years of data in this that I would have to scrub through. It it would not be worth. It would be worth it. I ain't got that time. I ain't got that in me. That's my excuse. I just don't got it. I have it in me for sure. I just don't want to do it. I'm gonna be real. I just don't want to do it. I could, but it's just it is not something that enlightens me. I'll say it that way. I'd be fancy with it. It doesn't enlighten me. Oh, goodness. I got the yawns like bad, which I find funny. Uh, what? Whoa. I don't know. I do not know. Hmm. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about hitting up a general reading. Let me, gosh, let me get comfy real quick. Watch me start yawning more and stuff doing this. Oh man, yeah, I have to watch. It just happened. But yeah, let's just do a general reading. Let's see what the heck's popping up. Let's see what is popping up. Oh. Okay. So, if you have been doing prayers, so yes, okay. With the magician inverted, which would be in this deck at least, like a dark practitioner, you're not attacking someone with prayers. I do need help with making them in bulk. That is something that I am interested in. I would just need to make scans of the cards. I need to blow my nose again. Hold on. Okay. So someone knows that you're not attacking them with prayers. That was kind of confusing for me to read at first. 'Cause I was like, "What are you talking about?" Um, but no, someone knows that you're not attacking someone with prayers. When you pray, it's not to hurt someone. Like you're not damning or cursing someone. When you do your prayers, you're praying for the betterment of all, or for them, for yourself, however. That's what someone's figuring out about you or found out about you at this time. So you're not breaking any rules when it comes down to what you do. Maybe you are like a prayer warrior and someone found that out. Yeah, so no one's asking questions anymore. No one's making a new plan. Something's very aware that they lost. Poker face inverted and victory inverted. Someone lost because they know that you're not. What the hell? So yes. Anyway, this could be like a maybe you're into hoodoo and you're into the power of psalms and stuff. You don't use the power of psalms to hurt people. You use the power of psalms for the betterment of all. Yeah, that's why you're not being canceled. Yeah, because someone was trying to keep a blind eye about a physical contract that was moving that would have kept someone from being removed. So someone was just. What is this physical contract about? Hold on. Hold on. What was this physical contract about, Spirit? What is this physical contract about? War inverted. So someone made a physical contract so that war wouldn't end, or made a pacts and agreements with people to keep a war going. And that's what they were trying to keep people hidden from by just saying, like, everything you do, this person has some form of excuse of, like, oh no, they're doing this. Yeah, no. This person's was going insane in the summertime because they found out that you weren't doing anything in vain. That's why you have immortality. Oh, and Ursa. Okay, so this is what's going on. That makes so much more sense. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So maybe you draw literal prayer circles, or you draw angel sigils and like talk and stuff, or however, and you pray inside of them. Someone wanted that to be seen as like demonic when it's not. a sigil is a calling sign. It's like using glyphs. It's how you attune yourself physically to these angels, to these beings. So it's not devilish. It's just someone's name. Someone just dumb as fuck, dude. I gotta keep it like real. Someone does not know how any of this works. It's given like someone wants to say that they're like super religious, but they don't even understand. I don't know. First of all, if you're gonna be like a religious nut, you should at least know what the fuck's going on in the realm of what you're worshiping. Because someone did not have any luck in causing you death or in a rebirth. Someone doesn't have any luck when it comes to stopping a rebirth from you. It's like, well, I remember back then when I met them that they were doing this and it was devilish. Like, no, there's nothing devilish about what they were doing in the wintertime. Okay. So last winter, or something about the wintertime, a wintertime when you're doing stuff like that, maybe you're into a certain study that requires you to do so. Yeah, you are not the target or the focus of this. Someone just keep lying about you. Like, I have video proof of them doing stuff like this, and it was evil and this, but nothing evil was about it. Someone's like, no, I've seen that before. That's just a. Some of y'all were using a sigil to contact Gabriel, and someone was saying that you were contacting a demon, but you were just talking to Gabriel with a sigil. Or you're using like angelic energies in your sigil work. Someone wants to call you a demon for that? Okay. Y'all be dumb as fuck. I don't think y'all realize that that's what people mean by like, oh yeah, I got God on speed dial. It's like sometimes you draw a sigil to call him. If you are really going to talk to that actual source instead of using your own vessel, which is not pure enough to know who you're talking to 24/7, to use an actual calling sign of one of the angels that you're talking to is a more direct method because you know it's going to be them. Someone just stupid. I wish them the best. Yeah, this earth sign's talking about what you were creating in the wintertime. Like, they were doing this, and maybe you were, yeah, purification inverted, how they couldn't purify the inner. Why would you can't purify it because it's already been, because it's pure already, dumbass. Someone's scared now. This earth sign is terrified of you. Yeah, but someone's just trying to bring something alive from the past or make. They're just using the past to get to you, is all. And they can't. This person's not being forgiven. Whoever this person's talking to about these things, they're not being forgiven at all. Insight, foresight, inverted, because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Someone does not know anything. They just be saying dumb shit. I hope someone smacks this person upside the head with a fucking frying pan. Like cartoon style. Wake the fuck up. Illusion inverted. This is not an illusion. You're dumb as fuck. Whoever this person is, I don't care. A man or a woman. You're stupid. Thinking this shit. You're dumb as hell. You're dumber than hell. You blinder than that bat leaving hell, screaming at everything, trying to echolocate shit. You dumb as fuck. I don't think y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. You didn't use your blood. What the fuck? Someone's saying you were using your blood? Incubus, succubus inverted, blood inverted. You weren't trying to do something with your blood? Just because y'all use sigils and stuff. Someone's talking mad shit. Oh, whenever I use sigils, I have to use some of my blood. No, you don't. In fact, if you knew what you were doing with sigil work, you would know that you don't ever use your blood. You don't need to use your blood in sigil work. And if you're using blood in your sigil work, I guess you're just fucking stupid. Because you gotta ask, where did this sigil come from? Who created it? Which deity asked for blood? And is it a sigil that they made, or is it a sigil that you think they made? Because if you think they made it, that's a bunch of bullshit. You have to know these things. Don't believe, don't think. Because if you believe or think, you're most likely wrong. Like 9 times out of 10, you're going to be wrong if you're just believing some bullshit. You have to know what the hell you're doing. And second of all, putting blood on a sigil binds you to it. So if that sigil is not drawn correctly or drawn purely, you're bound to imperfection even more than the human vessel already is. You're bound to some fuck up dumb shit that's about to happen by blood. And then you gotta do a whole bunch of y'all stupid ass motherfuckers for real. Sleep magic. This is why someone's sleep magic's going back on them. They imbalanced as fuck. Someone probably sleep all damn day or haven't slept in the past like 4 days because this shit. The ancestors not protecting them. They're like, you dumb as fuck. Talk about using your blood and magic. Yeah, and someone don't have ancestors. The ancestors don't talk to them. Banishment inverted, no, because they can't banish something that they trying to. What the fuck? So someone has. Oh, okay, wow, that came through. Someone has like a video or a photo of you doing sigil work, right? And they think that you used your blood in it, and you didn't. So they're trying to banish what you did to unbind something, but you can't banish what was never bound. You're not bound to something. They can't banish you from it. You're not bound to someone's ancestors. Someone tried to bind you to their ancestors like a judgment thing. Possession inverted. Monitoring. Yeah, this. So someone like was trying to get one of the ancestors to be a monitoring spirit to you, and they're not. Immortality. Why the fuck would they listen to you, dumbass? Immortal. Someone's ancestors just want to call them stupid. Like you dumb as fuck. You a bitch. You a rock headed motherfucker. That's genuinely what I'm getting though. Merc Mercury. Talk about head. There's Mercury, the mind, communication. That's what's being said right now. Warding. Yeah. Someone knows that you're protected. They have the clarity now. A distorted water sign has clarity now that you weren't using sigils to hurt someone or bind someone to anything. We have release and honor. Someone gotta release you because you got way too much honor. You got way too much honor. What happened? I don't know what happened. Simply put, Leslie, I don't think it's activating an ability because if you activate an ability, it would already happen on the physical. It would happen out of nowhere on the physical, and then you would have to learn how to reactivate it, which you probably went through was just an awakening to something. And where you're talking about you could set things on fire with your hand, that could just be your energetic portals on your hand activating. Not necessarily a crazy ability, but just an awakening of the natural human body. Because you have energetic portals on your palms of your hands, your kneecaps, and your feet, and they normally lie dormant. So they have to be activated first. It's not anything like crazy or bizarre. Everyone has them. But once activated, you need to work with them and train them. So I wouldn't say that you've activated some crazy ability, but more just attuned to your body more. But someone thinks Someone's just trying to play it off like a coincidence, like, oh, well, I just thought this and I thought that. They thought it was a coincidence because they're just stubborn for real. Someone's not okay because people are done collaborating with this person to try and make a fake or try what? Someone's done trying to puppeteer a loss just for this stubborn person who's stuck in their imagination. Someone's just stuck in their head about who you are, about what you do. It's like they run around and ask specific people specific questions because they had interactions with you and they know about certain things that you've done. And it's like they entice them. Oh, you're sad. I just seen that. You're sad as fuck. I'm gonna leave it like that too. Someone like they going, I ain't even gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let you die with that secret. To take that shit to your grave. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from this person. They going around enticing people to like, didn't you say that the collective did this? Wink, wink. And then like, I'm gonna leave it like that. They're not getting nothing because no one's scared of you. Mask, stubborn, inverted. Because someone's trying to hide the fact that you're not stubborn, that you're not mean, that you're not trying to tear someone's business down or do anything of that nature. Schedule inverted. Just because something's not going to schedule, they're having a nightmare and they can't be mad that they're losing a gift. Someone's about to lose something crazy. This could be like someone's could be replaced, like someone's just about to fire someone and have a new replacement, or one day someone's going to show up to an establishment, or it's like, hey, so, by the way, the manager or boss was removed. Here's your new manager. Don't worry about what happened. You know, we're handling what happened behind the scenes. Like this is about to happen for some people, and everyone's going to be really confused why. I got you. It's no worries. It's true. No worries. The flash of light and sound though is a sensory thing. Um, the sound could be awakening your higher senses to listen to some guidance of how to activate, how to, reinforce and work with those abilities. And the light could be simply just you being more aware or more susceptible to new knowledge. That's how I would see it, but it could be something else completely different. What is going on? I don't know who they're replying to in there, but sure. Okay, anyway. But someone's praying. Yeah, because your prayers of people helping you in this dark ritual is happening or cause a backfire to happening. Your blessings are coming in because someone didn't learn a message to just compromise because they weren't gonna be able to persevere with ego due to your self love. Someone just a dumb. They just spiteful. I'm done. I'm done saying that they dumb. They just spiteful for real. They can't take an adventure, or someone is not being given the funds to go on some form of vacation to cause you an accident like they promised. So they living in a nightmare trying to hide the fact that an idea that they had is not ready. So someone has to withdraw and stop being a third wheel to this alliance because no one's bullying you anymore for their contract. Or no one's bullying someone to keep them aligned or keep them upright. Someone's trying to seem like they're upright by the alliances that they have around them. That's ending. They're not gonna be able to keep that up at all. And I got you, Leslie. No worries. So moving on, someone's not getting this rebirth. Someone's not going to be able to create a new life out of this situation because they were lying. They had a lot of opinions about you. They were false. They were in a false character when it came to you. Their third eye is shut off. So someone just acting like they know some shit. It's like, so first of all, just because you call yourself a Christian don't mean you have shit. Ain't nowhere in any way, shape, or form in any book does it say you need to be a Christian. Ain't nowhere where it says that. That's just a title, honey. Titles don't give you shit. So someone just lost in their head. That's the message. Someone's going around telling people this. Like, yeah, someone just, they stupid. They crazy. They don't know what the fuck they talk about. Man, he's like, man, you know they just jealous of so-and-so. Like, what? Like, yeah, they just jealous because they can't do this and that. They think one way. Yeah, alert trouble. So you're not in trouble because you're not doing something for money. Or whatever you do in your business, it's not for money. So what the fuck? Someone's been keeping you from attracting money because they think that what you do is for money. And they keep seeing that you're what the fuck? Okay. Your heart chakra has been fine through all this moon magic. Your heart chakra has been repelling all this moon magic that they've been sending you. So do some heart chakra cleanses and recharges on yourself. Yeah, charge your heart chakra up because it's been blocking a lot of this bullshit that this person's been sending to you. Yeah. They can't cheat and you haven't been cheating. Someone realizes that now that you've been really unaware. Someone can't cheat when it comes down to solar plexus energy either. Someone can't connect themselves to your belly button. Is what I'm getting. Someone can't like copy your solar plexus. So they're losing. They lost an angel. Someone lost to an angel as well. They know that you're an angel that they lost to in this battle. Why the fuck would you fight me? It literally tells you what happens when you fight an angel. Anyway, that's why someone's losing money for talking bad about you. They talk about your name and they start losing money and shit. It's like someone wants to go and like complain to their business. You know, we don't make enough money for all of you all to be blah, 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 blah. And I do this for my soul and my heart. And without me, we wouldn't have, well, bitch, maybe if you stop attacking random people, you fucking bug-eyed freak. Then maybe you'd be able to make some money. Someone just be up in antics, up in ante. They panties up the ass because they keep making these gambles. And people are just not happy. They're pissed off that they bound themselves to this crazy ass bitch who's making plans because they are not joking. Someone is like dead ass on the hook trying to get you in trouble in any way, shape, or form. It's like, why? And they're not embarrassed about it either. It's like I want them to be punished. They deserve to be punished. They make me look like a mockery. Well, maybe if you weren't a mockery, you wouldn't have to be. It don't matter if you're a voodoo high priestess or not, honey. You just a big fucking joke at the end of the day. Especially if you ain't got the ancestors or the backing to do this voodoo. The fuck, because voodoo and summoning reversed. People just laughing at this person like you look like a dumb butthole doing this shit for real. Throat chakra. People be talking about them and they plans. Or they know that you better be talking about their plans and it's going to foil everything they had. And they're going to go, wham, wham, wham. This is a current life event because of their religion. Someone's losing because of their religion. They losing money because of their own religion. If you're going to say you worship God and then do this dumb shit, you better expect to lose everything. The fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, stay upset because you can't do nothing to someone. Someone's not drunk or on drugs. That's why a cycle's not repeating in their life. You're balanced. They can't mirror anything that they're bound to. It's like you're gonna be a Christian and then go, oh, a little off the top won't hurt. Okay, then literally invite the devil into your body. Yep, awesome. A little devil in my body won't hurt, is what you're literally saying. A little bit of that spirit that I can't control in my body's not gonna hurt. Yep, awesome. You fucking idiot. What the hell's wrong with you? But God forbid someone tell him this. All these cards flew out. God forbid someone tell them that. They get pissed off so quick. What do you mean? I can't. It says you can drink wine in the Bible. Yeah, well, guess what happened in every creation story, especially African traditions? That wine that you drink puts you in a state of elusiveness, and then you make mistakes and fuck up. Just like you're doing. So you're not supposed to put infernal spirits into you, which would be alcohols and wines. If someone does not want to heal, so people are inspired. They've been trying to inspire people not to release something so that you don't step out of your comfort zone. Just because you don't need a practical plan for life, they're not working through their fears to take action and be understanding because they are very fucking confused about how you transform from all of this. Yeah, no, they're not resilient in this because they're not good enough. Someone's telling them, "Yeah, you're not good at what you do. You're not gonna make it through this." They don't have any confidence. They can't create something. Someone's grieving because you're very close to achieving your goals. And they don't want you to release a personal issue when you achieve your goals. They want you to be stuck in some form of personal strife with yourself so you don't move forward. Yeah, when it comes down to your protection from being codependent, the end of a tough cycle is coming. It's a time to give rather than take. Someone's gonna have to give to you rather than take from you at this time. They're being forced, like ripped from your hands. Expect a miracle soon. Someone wants you not to have space for this miracle though, within yourself. But that cycle is ending. So stay put, stay close to the divine, to your ancestors. Be on it. It's like someone knows that you work with your ancestors, so they're purposely making it impossible for you to like have an altar space or anything of that nature. They don't want you to be able to like talk to them in a proper way. We have the Emperor and the Seven of Earth. If you've been wanting to have like an ancestor altar or something to work with your god or your deities or your ancestors more, that's coming very soon. What you've been working on is moving forward just fine. Someone needs to realize that with the Four of Pentacles, what you have is sturdy, and you're not letting go of your path. Someone has to get off your path for real. Knight of Swords. Because you're not afraid to cut someone off real quick. With the Five of Wands inverted, someone wants you to, like, give up your leadership position. Seven of Swords inverted. Because they keep projecting, oh, I'm doing this to you, or do you remember this from your past? They keep projecting that stuff to you to hopefully tear you down. So they can get a wish fulfillment just because you're getting yours fulfilled. They feel like they deserve. It's like, well, I was helping you in this time, so shouldn't I get a blessing too? King of Wands, Judgment inverted. I don't think you should. Someone that's just not getting the right idea. They didn't learn a lesson through this at all. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person that runs an establishment, they're not getting the right. They didn't get the memo that they didn't help you. They actually did more harm to you than good. They just think that because you're, giving them love and being like, okay, well, I love you. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. You're being grateful for them, that they deserve a reward. They don't. That's not how it works. Page of Wands inverted the Magician. Yeah. Exactly what they're trying to create. They're trying to see like, oh, but they're grateful for me. They're grateful for me. And it's like, no. They're grateful for what you've done, not for you, Queen of Wands inverted. It's like did not nurture you at all. Someone put you like it's like going to a hospital and having the nurse literally yell and abuse you and poke you with the needle 17 times because they can't get it right. and then you being like, okay, well, thank you, I'll see you, thank you for your service, and then leaving, and then them being like, well, I did a good job, they said thank you. It's just being nice. Five of Swords, yeah, because they're looking back. Five of Swords, Empress inverted. People are saying like, no, you actually were an asshole to this person. You didn't really help this one out at all. Like, they left. They didn't even use any of your resources. They left on their own accord, using their own resources. You didn't help them. You were a resting place for them, sure, but you didn't help them at all. They're independent. They don't need, like, you need to give to them for wasting their time. Queen of Cups in Judgment. That's the Judgment call. The fact that you took care of yourself is like, no, you have to give to them. The World, the Five of Pentacles. Because someone been wanting you to struggle because they thought it was what you needed to do. Three of Swords inverted, but you're not in any form of like emotional pain. Or any form of emotional residue with what happened in the past, so it doesn't matter. Dude, what the fuck is going on with this? This person going like absolutely bonkers, bro. Because they really want to be seen for like helping you in a time of need when they never did help you. Ace of Cups, the Devil inverted. Yeah, you actually receive more nurturing or better benefits when you separated from that person or separated from that business, that job. However, Two of Pentacles upright, the Knight of Wands inverted. Because you realize that connecting with them actually slowed you down. Two of Wands inverted, Seven of Wands upright, and Ten of Earth. Yeah, it just stalled you from getting where you needed to be. That's all. Three of Cups. They were just a big distraction. Someone doesn't realize that that they were just a distraction. Or they want to be seen as like, well, I was a test to see if they were ready for it. It's like, no, because you're not even ready to run what you're running. So how in the hell could you be a test for someone that's established already if you're not even established in your own self? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, this because you're not a psychopath and you're not emotional and you're not out to get revenge on someone. You're not out to exact some form of like karma on anyone. Someone wants you to be bound, but you're not trapped. This person's just bitter and sad. They want you to be bitter and salty, but they're bitter and salty. You're recharging and you're not clinging on to old ways. You can laugh a bit at whoever this is. You're healing. You're having a fun time. You're in joy. Someone don't get it. It's like they get into FOMO for something they don't even know what it is. Which don't make no sense. How the hell you got FOMO for something that you don't even know what's going on? You don't even know what this. You don't even know. How the hell are you getting FOMO? Or someone's trying to hold your word. Someone wants to be your friend, but you keep them at a distance. So they feel isolated in this legal issue. They want to talk to you. They got legal issues and they want to talk to you. Spiritual issues, spiritual legal issues, physical legal issues. They want to talk to you. They long to talk. Like, please talk to me. I want to talk to you. But no, you cannot talk to me, actually. I don't really trust talking to this energy. And you ain't scared of them. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be good for either of us. They want to talk about having a mutual respect. I'll stop doing these things to you if we work together. Like, that's what's coming through. And it's like, no. Family inverted. I don't want to join. No one wants to join a distorted as family. I don't want to join anyone distorted as family. Just go away. Antisocial, yeah, inverted. People are talking about this weird. They're like, yeah, they just want to get in collective energy. They've been thinking about this and dreaming about it because they in over their head and they just want to. Their whole life is stagnant, and they know that they took every possibility to not apologize to you just so that they could seem like they're winning or seem like they're ahead of the curve. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know where they got that idea from, but that's the dumbest idea in the world. Yeah, what if I just don't apologize? Then I should be able to get them back. I should be able to. Sure. Sure. Whatever. If that's the boat you want to lay in, if that's really what you want to do, if that really what you want to do, sure. But that's not how it works, fortunately. Someone drives an SUV or a van, or they no longer do. Someone's father, a member of the church, was said took knows you took the high road. That's why they're stuck in the old beginning, or they don't get into beginning. They were trying to bind you with the Russian who was stalking you. Can you flip over? Someone that they used to date. Okay, cool. A karmic masculine that they used to date, or maybe this is a karmic masculine that used to date someone. Someone's part of the Rosicrucians, L. Then they lost. A white shrine of Jerusalem is involved, or someone from there is involved. Someone's getting arrested. Okay, that's why they want to talk to you. Someone with long hair, they're about to get arrested. They want to talk to you. Like, look, I don't think this is right because they couldn't write something in your life. They want to gaslight you because their stellar gateway chakra and their root chakra is fucked up. We have C, did grave work on you. A Sola from the Orion station. Yeah, they're trying to astral travel to you, doing grave work on you. C first, middle, last initial, or someone's been watching them do that. They don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't even get it, like, at all. We have H, Z, and S. Oh my lord, why do y'all have to fucking do that? Stop. Someone's a mer person. This whole situation's in God's hands. Because now y'all all over the damn floor. Y'all got me bugging out. Akurian reptilian. J is no longer a robot. They don't want to be a ride or die for someone with curly hair, or someone lost all their curly hair. A Shan Sheath. Libra, they were swapped with the Drac. Q, a Christian. Someone's questioning a Christian about their sacral chakra. A Sagittarius, because they can't do a return to sender on someone's ex because something isn't over. A Fires Ka, or E. N. Something can't be dismissed about this failed attempt at the crossroads because the crossroads is denying someone. A Pisces because you're protected from all evil. Laser reptilian knows is someone's sister. G, they don't miss you. M, they know you know what they were doing weekly to you and your ex, or what your ex was doing to you. The Moose, they're having awful deja vu. Someone's Catholic because they money going down. Someone's no longer a baby father to someone 3 years ago. They lied about that. A Latter-day Saint and a Leo. Something about the past 15 years, or something that was spread from 15 years ago. An Aquarius. An Orion reptilian, someone with a longer, thick beard. Oh my god, this is a past life love, a Scorpio, and a Cancer. This cycle's over with R, or R knows that a cycle is over. Yeah, R knows that the cycle's over. An entity from entity in 3, they ancestors don't love them because they're in their ego. Someone knows you that you're accurate. B, that's why they lost, because the line is not dead. You were never a Judas, and someone wants to know why this truck driver who doesn't drive a truck anymore wants revenge about what happened last year or this year. They want to know why they want revenge on you, even though you didn't do anything. wrong per se. This person was the vampire to you. They were working with the Eastern Stars or an Eastern Star. They're in a poly relationship with them. Ew. They want to rub that in your face because they were doing hoodoo on you. A broken nose from Venus, a musician. Someone's not a musician or a dancer anymore. We have F, a werewolf. This dirt work's going back on someone, and they're because they're not the total package, or they didn't have everything written, down. Someone's son and daughter are not breadwinners because a kitchen witch's solar plexus chakra, a Taurus, a sister of Aset is involved. You're not someone's ex, so that's why all this shit's going back. I'm probably gonna end it here because it is almost 3 a.m. and I'm gonna get some form of rest. But thank you all for everything. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they were energetic or financial. If you are wishing to help with the fundraising, you can donate to the Venmo, Cash App, Chime, or Wise, and help out with the fundraising with that. Regardless of that, if you would be part of the healing classes, the tarot classes, or interested in any services, email me and I'll get you set away with that. But thank you all so much for being